Welcome back everyone. On this week we are going to fiberglass the outside of the toilet, do a bit of sanding, sand the bonding down, then fiberglass. This is going to be the last week inside the boat. We are then going to move outside and start the transom, start cutting that out, get the rotten wood out. But for this week we're going to try and focus on this toilet, finish this off, and then that's completed. I ain't got to worry about it. Okay, let's go on with it. Okay, like I said, we're going to focus on this. Most of it is sanded down, so that's all sanded all the way up to there. The only bits I have got to sand is this bit here, up in there, and then in the toilet area a little bit. So my main focus is going to be to get all of this fiberglassed up, sanded down first, then fiberglass should I say. Then I know that's 100% sealed. And same as that top corner, do that, and then that's completely done in here. The only thing I'll have left to do is put the panel on hinges and work a way to lock it up here, which shouldn't be a problem. And then got to sand all that down. Let's see how that goes. I know I've still got to do the bonding under there, but I'm going to leave that for later. I just want to make sure I get the most of this fiberglassed up, and I know it'll be solid then. So the first thing I'm going to do is get the old sander out and start sanding this and the inside and this, and then we are ready to fiberglass, no more stopping. Okay. Okay, and that's all sanded. As you can see, this actually filled in really good. It's real smooth, so there's no gap there now. All of this is perfect. Don't know if the lighting's rubbish. All perfect, nice and smooth. The door latch that I put extra on last week is actually perfect. You see how thick it is. A few mil there, which is the same as its original. Don't know if you can see it, so they're a little bit thinner, but once I build it up in fiberglass it'll be alright. And the one that I messed up on, which went hard too quick, actually it needs chopping up, but it turned out it's got a solid bit there now, so I can build up on that instead of worried about tape. Same as this side, but I'm not going to do anything to this side at the moment. I'm just going to focus on that, do the toilet, sanded inside as well, because we want to get that fiberglassed. So that's sanded down all perfect, all the little holes that I did. Like I said, the 3 original one's going to stay the same. Yeah, so we're ready for fiberglassing. I'm going to give it a quick acetone clean. I won't bore you with that. Just give it a quick wipe over, and then we're ready for fiberglassing. Okay, that's all acetoned up. I just gave it a quick hoover because where I didn't use the hoover on that sander, it was dusty everywhere, so I've given everything hoover again. Nice and clean, acetoned it all up. While I was actually acetoning, I just realised, don't know why I didn't notice it before, but where this board is, there's the original cracks there. So when I do fiberglass it, it's actually going to cover twice, because I've got up to about there with the first one, and then you go a bit wider, so it goes up to there. So that's actually landed perfect. That's going to reinforce that whole thing there. I might even put 3 layers on this one, just that section there, and then that would be really strong. And because I've sanded it down to original fiberglass, it's going to bond properly, unlike the last ones where they've put it on top of paint or whatever they've done. But yeah, so we are now ready for fiberglassing. I'm going to start cutting them all out. I might actually get them all cut out this time, because I've got so much space now. I can lay it out where I want it, ready to go. So once I start fiberglassing, I shouldn't really have to stop, unless obviously the heat gets too much and I might have to cut it down. But hopefully this week is supposed to be a little bit cooler. I think we're in about the 22 degrees, which should be a little bit better for this. But anyway, enough talking, and we'll crack on with the fiberglassing. Okay, I know you probably didn't see much on a time lapse, but I've cut every single piece twice, double checked it all. So that is just these pieces here, and that is just that section there, all the way around there. Like I said, I'm doing 3 here, just to give that extra support. Even though this board will be enough to hold it up and support it all. Plus obviously when I do the kitchen wall and the anchor locker, but that's a later time. I've also cut all of these, which is the whole of that, and that patch there is all of the holes and the extra little bit inside. Took a little while, so probably gonna start fiberglassing tomorrow now, just so I can just crack on with it all in one go. Well, I say one go, you just don't know with this. Sometimes you get halfway and it gets too late and then you have to go next day, but I will try my best. So yeah, so tomorrow straight onto fiberglass, and I ain't got nothing holding me back. I've decided to leave this, not gonna fiberglass this. I don't think it needs it, to be honest with you. It's got it inside, it's got bonding inside, bonding outside, same as that corner. I mean, I can always do it at a later time. If any of you have any suggestions what you think, just drop them in the comments. I always check the comments and try and reply to everybody, just to see what you think. I'm thinking if I do put vinyl on here and here, I might actually get like a nice owl section, maybe a piece of metal or a piece of PVC, and just put a trim down there and down there. Just saves people knocking, you know, against the wood. Right, enough talking. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay, new day. It has been a couple of days. I've been a little bit poorly. Voice is gone. But we are back at it, and we are going to start fiberglassing today. As I don't know if you can hear it, but it's raining out there. Temperatures have dropped down to 18 degrees, so it's actually going to be a lot better to work in. And because I've bought that tarp, it's nice and dry in here, so I can carry on working, don't have to keep stopping, starting like last one. But yeah, so enough talking. We are going to probably start around this area, get all this fiberglassed in, and then do the upside down stuff, which is the stuff I hate, but got to be done. So yeah, let's carry on. Okay, and that's all of that around there. 3 layers on that. Might even go more, I'm not too sure on that one yet. I think 3 layers would be enough, but just in case. That's done down there. I've left this one for now, because what I'm going to do now is quickly clear this out. If I've got any left over, then I can quickly jump onto that or make a new batch and go straight onto that anyway. So yeah, so next bit will be clear this out and carry on with sealing. And if I've got anything else left over, let's say I had more left over from that, I'm going to quickly resin wash that and work my way around and just resin wash it all. I might even be able to get the seats done, get them all done so they're all protected and sealed, and if I do any work up here I'll just remove them because I don't want to ruin them. Okay, so carry on. Okay, that's all that done. I did do individual patches on each section to support that. Then in the end I did go over with a full one, so I have covered that, but it's only 1 layer and it's not got much resin in, so I can just cut that out properly. As you can hear. And that's all that done up there as well, so that's the whole toilet now fiberglassed and finished. So I think the next thing for this week, because next week hopefully should be better weather, fingers crossed, I will be going on to the transom, but I think for the rest of the week I've got another day here. I'm going to come back, resin wash these, because I won't be in here for at least a few weeks while I work on the transom. At least I can resin wash these. They're secure, then resin wash the outside of this, the inside, and that's it, pretty much done. Like I said, that's the toilet done. I know I still got the bonding corner around there to do and fiberglassing, but I'll probably do that when I come back in. See how tomorrow is actually. I might even try and bond it up while I'm resin washing these, quickly flip back, do some fiberglassing, because I should have enough to do it all. I'm just gonna order some tonight, ready for the transom, get 20 litres again. Order some chop strand. I did have a look at the fiberglassing, see if I can get the combination one where it's the matting and the woven together, but it is really expensive. Plus I've got 20 meters of woven, so what I'm thinking is if I just get another 20 meters of matting, I might just stick them together, go matting then woven just for the back. Everything else in here is really fine with just matting, chop strand, sorry. This is all fine, perfect, strong. But yeah, so enough talking, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Okay, it's a couple of days later. I had to actually work on the little boat because it had a little hole in it, and the parents are coming up this week, so hopefully I can get them out on the boat one day if it's good weather. But anyway, back to this. So what I'm thinking of doing now, before resin washing, is cut all these little strands off. I've got them everywhere that I've just, you know, cut across the doorway, down the bottom, and maybe even just clean up around the window. Just do that for now. And then I'm going to get some bonding paste and get it in that one corner. I haven't got a brush with me, but I have seen on YouTube that I think it's Boatworks Today. He's got really good information over on his channel. He uses a roller, so I'm actually thinking just for that patch while I'm resin washing this is actually to use the roller as well, just so I haven't got to leave it half done, and then I can use the same roller and flick over to this and resin wash all of this. And then that's probably going to be it for this week, and then obviously a big job next week. But yeah, I'll carry on cutting them out. Just quickly changed the plan, as you could see. I thought, well, if I get the bonding done now, that can dry, or start to dry, shall I say, or cure, while I start cutting these. So that corner's now done. I had enough to do that door frame, and I have done that patch there. I know it's the steering, but one of you suggested to start fresh, so I think that is a good idea. Start all fresh and I can cut everything out properly. In the future I will do another patch over here, and obviously it's going to be fiberglassed outside as well, so it'll be double both sides. But yeah, for now I'm going to cut all the straggly bits off. Obviously they're really sharp, trying to get in and out of the boat, and obviously round everything else, might as well tidy it up. And then I can start fiberglassing and resin washing. Okay. Okay, don't know if you noticed on the video, I was cutting that and I was just stupid and leant against, lucky enough I leant against this side of the bonding paste. You can see on my t-shirt it's just covered, so that will be a permanent bonding t-shirt now. So yeah, managed to sand all that down. You see, looks a lot better. Had to sand a little, cut a little bit around the seating area where this overlapped just a tiny little bit, probably a couple mil, but that's all flush now. And then around the window, all looking good. So I'm just going to let that bonding paste tack off. It should take roughly about 20 minutes. So while I'm doing that, I'll have a little tidy up and wait for it, and then we can get this resin mixed up and start. Actually, what I'll do while I wait is I might as well start cutting the fiberglass ready to go on there. Saves a bit of time on that. But yeah, okay, that bonding's gone off nice and hard now. I've already cut these two little pieces here. I don't know if I'm going to be able to record, because once I'm in here, it does really, if you can see, it gets real dark. Might be able to, I'll try it to see what footage I can get. But before I do that, because I want to go from that to resin washing this, I don't want to jump no stages. That's the one thing I did say I won't do, is jump. So what I want to do is just give this a light sanding. You can see like little bonding bits here. Just give it a nice light sanding all over. So when I resin wash it, I ain't gonna have some clumps, because if you see up here where the fiberglass come down, it's just horrible. So So if I just get, even rubbing it off with my fingers is doing the job there, you see that? So I'm just gonna quickly go over with the sander. I probably ain't gonna do these seats now. I thought about it, I'll leave them for now and just focus on this, because once this is resin washed, that is completed, the fiberglass inside. But yeah, so I'll sand this down and then we can crack on with the fiberglassing. Okay, that's all sanded. So much smoother now. Everything's so smooth. So I feel a lot better now when I resin wash it. So I've got to do, like I said, those two pieces first, and then I will start over here and work my way around, back round. Try and get all this resin washed again. I might have to take the hinges and doors off quickly, so I'll do that off camera, just save you from watching that bit, just so I can resin wash it all in one go, make it nice. And like I said, once that's done, it won't need doing again. That'll be it done. Okay, and that's that door resin washed and the whole of the outside of the toilet. Didn't do inside. I've done that little tiny whatever I had left just to quickly do that, but then I looked inside and realised I need to sand it all down. That can be later when I work on the actual steering area. So that's actually the first time I've ever used a roller to lay fiberglass, and I tell you what, it was a lot easier. That corner's done, probably can't see it in this light, but that was real easy. Didn't get no spills anywhere. I can control it a little bit better in that pan. The roller was perfect. Yeah, so I think my next fiberglassing, if I do the transom, I will actually use a roller, give that a test, which makes more sense anyway. If I'm doing, I don't know, what is it, like a 4 foot by 2 foot sheet of fiberglass, trying to brush that on would just be silly, to be honest with you. So yeah, that'd be the next thing. So yeah, I'm gonna wait for this door to go cure while I pack everything away for today. And then I should be able to get that door back on today and get the brackets on, because it's this probably half an hour and that'll be done. So really, that's it for this week. Next week, we are definitely going to be on to the transom. Just quickly take you back out there. Yeah, so we'll be on to the transom. Get all this plates off, get these off. Trim tab, sorry. All the wires, just get everything stripped down. I think there's a metal plate going along there, take all that off. Even take this off, reinforce that. So yeah, next week I'll be getting the transom working on. So I probably will end up cutting it out from the outside. Like, I've done a lot of research from, like I said, Boatworks today. I think it's Andy. I've seen a couple jobs he's done where he leaves 2 inches from the outside, and that'll be a nice, you fiberglass it. And as you can see, they've actually done a patch job here before. So I would say that was original, but if I get close enough, you can see that's a whole big patch. So take that out. But yeah, that'd be for next week. So I'll see you guys next one. Thanks for watching. Cheers.